Hi ladies, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Shakina. For those of you who are new here, welcome. In today's video, I am going to be sharing with you some things that I did not know or did not take into consideration until I became a mom. If this is something that you'll be interested in, then please keep on watching. Number one would be bold opinions or suggestions. Like, I did not realize how bold some people were, like, or how strongly opinionated. Like, I knew that some people had very strong opinions, that's just their personality. But the boldness to tell me or share your opinions when I did not ask, it's insane. Like, for example, I am probably the first person in my family, and I'm referring to my mom's side, that's the family that I grew up with, who decided to homeschool, right? Of course, it was met with surprise and suggestions and opinions, and it's like, you think that making sense? Or what about this? What about that? It's like, oh my goodness, like that's probably one of the most annoying things ever. And I mean, it's okay for you to be concerned or to have questions. It's just how you do it. You know, that kind of way. It's not, you don't ask a question in a way that comes across as if you're criticizing my decision. You know what I mean? And yeah, or like my teaching Sage some basic sign language, so he knows some basic signs, and it's like, oh, don't do that, the child wouldn't talk properly, you know, that kind of way. And it's like, oh my gosh, like, and again, maybe they mean well. I think they probably mean well. It's just your delivery just takes away the value in whatever you say. Like, whatever you have to say to me, the value is immediately lost by the way you bring it across, if that makes sense. Anyway, that's it. I could go on and on and on about this specific point. But let's move to the next point, and that would be loneliness. I did not realize how lonely it was, and I've always been a bit of a loner, and not really a loner, but I kind of stay to myself a lot. But I feel like it has gotten, I don't know if worse is the word, but I did not realize how lonely it would be, at least in my experience, right? Because I don't live that close to my family members. Like, I grew up in the East, in Arima, like, and that's where most of my family still live. And I don't live that close. Technically, it's not that far, but yeah, I don't know. I don't live that close to my family, and I did not realize how much I would reflect on, or I didn't think it would bother me as much as it actually does. Let's just say that. And because of the fact that they aren't so close to me, or like I don't see them that often, it can be kind of lonely a little bit, just a little. Like, not that much, but just a little bit lonely. And I did not realize that at all until after I had Sage. The next point would be idolatry, and this is very interesting. You're probably like, Shakina, what do you mean by idolatry? Like, why is this here? It is very easy to idolize your child, and I feel like I was guilty of that for a while, and I trying to navigate it still, right? Like, my entire world and my existence revolves around him. And I did not realize that you could be, idolizing your child. Like, you can practice or engage in idolatry through your own children. It's definitely possible, and it's something that I only recently realized. And yeah, it's something easy to do, because it's like, all right, I made you, you're a blessing, and I just love you 1,000 times. Like, what's wrong in that? What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that, you know? That's what I thought for some time, and then I realized, okay, yeah, this is probably not the right way to go about things, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. The next point would be excitement over milestones. And I underestimated this so much before. I'd be like, yeah, well, he's gonna roll over by this age, he's gonna start getting teeth at this age, he's gonna start doing this. But until you become a parent, and I know I used to be like, oh my gosh, right through this person talking about their child, I'm not really that interested. But I get it now. I get it now because he will do the smallest thing, and it's like, oh, look at my baby, look at how big he's getting, there's just so much excitement, and I did not understand it until I had him, until after I started seeing, okay, he rolled over, he started saying these words, or of course we're homeschooling, I'm sitting in front of my homeschool setup here, and when he finally is able to call out some of the letters or the numbers or the colors, and it's like, oh my goodness, like, look at you. It's just so much excitement. I did not understand how excited I would feel when my child hits these milestones. It's just amazing. The next point would be motivation to do better. And I don't know where it comes from, but there's this extra surge that goes through your body, and it's like, oh my gosh, I just want to do better for this child. I just want to be a better person. I just want to do so many different things so that they can have the best life possible. And I was just about to give some really terrible advice. I was gonna say, if you're lacking motivation, go get a child, but that's not the solution for everybody at all. But if you are expecting and you feel like you're in a rut, or you don't feel as motivated to do things, like when that child gets here, you're gonna just feel motivated to just do so many different things and just achieve so much to make them proud or to give them a good life. I don't know, whatever your reason is for it, but there's just this burst of motivation. I don't know where it comes from, but yeah. I'm sorry, I just keep adjusting my camera. That's better. The next point would be a shift in priorities, and this one took over completely, because your girl wanted to be a corporate girly, a corporate girl, that kind of way. I worked, and even after I had Sage, I would still work, but from home. But yeah, I was like, okay, at the company that I worked at, I was a trainer at that point in time. Then I moved over to another campaign where I was a quality analyst. So I'm like, I can maybe there was this kind of course that you had to do and complete to get like a supervisor position. And I was like, okay, I'll go through all these different things, climb all these stages, and yeah, just excel in this place. Priorities completely shifted. I have no desire to work, and this may be different for you. For you, you may decide like, okay, my priorities shift and I need to go get this corporate job so that I can give them a better life and that kind of thing. For me, I realized immediately that my priorities or my desires, I don't desire to work every single day. I'm not leaving my child by a daycare and if you have to do that, this is not me knocking what you have to do. Please, this is just me stating what I want for my child and what I have the ability to do, which I'm so grateful for. But yeah, I realized immediately, like, I don't want to be working. I'm not going to be sending my child by any daycare for somebody else to be raising them. Absolutely not. This is just not it.